What's going on, guys? Columbus here, and welcome back to some Phantom Forces. Now, I have myself a story. Something that just occurred around July 13th, 2025 from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Paintball. Well, not paintball, airsoft. This is my first ever time playing airsoft. Now, airsoft, instead of there being paint, you're shooting people's with plastic ball. And with that plastic, you're gonna destroy people's lives. When we got to the place, me and another person were planning on doing paintball, but then we realized halfway through that nobody gave a fuck about paintball. Nobody. They all cared about airsoft. So, since there was nobody playing paintball, me and my family member just decided to be like, you know what? Let's join airsoft. There's 20 something people playing, 0 people playing paintball. Let's just swap over to airsoft. So we swapped over to airsoft. They gave us a assault rifle, a helmet, and maybe it's just me. For me, in shooter games, I just like playing aggressive. I like rushing people. I like getting in people's faces. I like getting to the enemy team as fast as possible. Kind of like what I'm doing right now. I mean, right now I'm just running around. They gave us a AR, a gun that is mainly meant for mid-long range. Me, I'm more of a close mid-range person, not really mid-long range. I'm not a passive player. I feel like if it was actual war, I think I would play insanely passive. So we played a couple of games. First game, we came in, it was the very end of the game. The second game, we played a game mode called Attackers and Defenders. Now, the defenders, they have a base. In that base, there's a flag, and their goal is to protect that flag. The attackers, they attack the defenders, their base, and their goal is to touch the flag. If the attackers touch the flag, they win the game. The first game of attackers and defending, I got absolutely destroyed, and then I got out. And then the second game, I did better. I flanked around, I was right behind them, I shot 2 guys with my assault rifle, and then I was about to grab the flag, and I did grab the flag, but apparently there was this one guy with a red gas tank on his back. Let's say he had a specific weapon that if he shot would have fucked me up, aka a grenade launcher. Yeah, I know. A grenade launcher. Didn't know that that was even a thing at all. And then the third game, irrelevant. And then we came back, we went back to base, and then apparently there was a kid's birthday party that was doing like paintball, something that I wished at. Now with airsoft, you don't wear a specific color vest or like a colored clothing. So it is really hard to tell some of the times who are your teammates and who are your enemies. There was twice of me thinking that I'm right next to a teammate, but I'm right next to an enemy. And then the enemy realized that I'm not on his team, but then he shoots me. However, there is one game that I would love to talk about. One game that actually generally having fun playing. Don't get me wrong, some of those games, it was fun playing those few games. It was fun to experience it for the first time, but it just wasn't doing the job for me. But it was around like 3 o'clock, like 3 p.m. We played a game, and in that game, the game mode was Team Deathmatch. In Team Deathmatch, of course, almost every single person that plays shooters knows what the fuck Team Deathmatch is. But for the people that don't know, here's what Team Deathmatch is in Airsoft. In Airsoft, you have lives. Just 2 lives. And with those 2 lives, I thugged it out. There is a timer, like a 10-second timer that the ref gives off. And then once that timer is done, the game starts. So what I did, the second it started, is that I went from my spawn to the very edge of the map on the far right side. Nobody expected that shit. I came up behind a guy that was kind of peeking through like a wood slab, like a wooden barricade for cover. Shot him, kept sprinting. And I mean sprinting, not like jogging, sprinting, like Usain Bolt type sprinting. Sprinted for like 5 seconds, saw 2 people, shot the first one, then I shot the second one. Boom, fucking blasted them. I kept sprinting. This is where it gets really interesting. There was this 4th guy that was hiding behind a barricade. I see him, but he doesn't see me. And now, y'all know me. No, the fuck we do. From my paintball video, I watch airsoft videos. I watch paintball videos, but there was one thing that I've seen in a paintball and a airsoft video, a sneak kill, a stealth kill, a kill where you kill someone someone, but quietly. So what I did, slowly but surely walked up to him when I got close. And I mean really, really close. I mean at like dick sucking range close. I tapped him on his back and I said, hey, sorry, but you're dead. I fucking stealth killed someone. My first ever time playing Airsoft, I fucking stealth killed someone. That to me felt like some Last of Us 2 type shit, where you're sneaking around as Joel or Ellie and you're like stealth killing people. That shit was cool. That has got to be one of the coolest things that I have ever done in a shooter game in real life, whether it was laser tag or just now Airsoft. And then that's it. It's done. My first time ever experiencing Airsoft. I will say, I feel like if I were to ever go back, I would want to play paintball. Paintball, not only do you wear like colored vests, so you know which is which. If you get shot with paint, it's gonna show. I am about to go on a fucking rant right here. The guns are inconsistent. Sometimes you can shoot, sometimes you can't. And on the bottom of the magazine, there is this clicker. The clicker that you can move the BB bullets up so you can shoot more. Well, sometimes if you don't fully push it up, you can only shoot 3 shots. And there has been so many times where I am trying to shoot someone and I have a clear fucking opening, a clear shot. I pull the trigger, nothing comes out. There was this one time where I was right behind cover. A guy was running in the open. I'm like, all right, this right here is finna be a free kill. He's running in the open. He doesn't even see me. He doesn't even see me yet or hear me. I point and aim. I pull the trigger. Nothing fucking comes out. When you pull the trigger, it makes a sound. So the second I pulled that trigger, he knew that I was right behind him. And boy, that happened so many fucking times and it pissed me off. I feel like if I were to go back and whether I would pick paintball or airsoft, in my opinion, paintball. At the very least, at least I think the gun should not be that inconsistent to where sometimes it wants to shoot, sometimes it doesn't. It should never be like that. I should not be in a position where I don't trust my gun to not do the fucking job. I'm looking back at laser tag. With laser tag, there was no problems with the equipment ever. It was perfection. Laser tag, I feel like, is the most perfect shooter in real life game that you can play. It was perfect. It was stable. The gear and the equipment, it actually fucking worked. So I think from my experience with airsoft and laser tag, in my opinion, I think I would choose laser tag. But apparently there is indoor airsoft where you can play indoors, which apparently is less campy, more aggressive. I fucking hope so, man. I really hope so. I really hope that whenever in the future, whether it's present or in the future, when I think about going to go airsoft, I hope when I play indoors someday that it is more fast paced, because the one that I played was more passive, at least for the one that I played, the one that I experienced. But overall, I still had a good time.
Hey, detective. I saw my watch and my dick on my necklace. She tryna fuck cause I'm next bitch. Sticking her off like a breath mint. I love that stupid whole breathless. My pockets ain't in a rack city. I saw my mom back a text message. Yo bitch, don't suck on my left nut.